Namaste. My name is Gunjan, and I want to talk about the experience that we've had in trauma recovery by talking the trauma recovery model. What are the steps involved, how they interact, and what are the watch outs, whether you are somebody who is taking help for trauma or you are a therapist. And you can see on the screen that the model has three distinct stages. The step one or stage one is all about bringing in safety and building rapport. Step two is about addressing the past. Step three is about creating the future and restoring the functionality, which is often impaired. So, these are the three stages in trauma recovery. By the way, they are not exact stages with clear cutoff. There's a lot of overlap between these stages. And I will take you through each of the stages so that there is better understanding of where you are and what you could do. So, the first step of the model, and I'm going to read through specific things that you can see on the screen, is where the focus is on building rapport, developing trust, and addressing the fight, flight, freeze, and fawn responses as talked by Pete Walker in his excellent book on CPTSD. Okay. What we use here are models like FLIP, the self hypnosis protocol, EFT tapping, and so on. These are tools to calm the nervous system, restore the balance of the nervous system, bring a sense of safety. Generally, this improves sleep quality so the person feels balanced sense of nervous system. And the rapport is also built during this stage. This stage is not just a first step, but it continues throughout subsequent stages. Anytime when there's a loss of safety or rapport, problem is likely to happen in terms of progress. Talking about step two, or the stage two, is about addressing the past. This is a difficult stage, often not addressed through talk therapy because there's a barrier around the event. However, absolutely critical for any trauma work to address the past, which is often stored in terms of events and emotional charge connected to the events. So the techniques we use here from assessment point of view is ITQ, International Trauma Questionnaire, adverse childhood experiences inventory, including the frequency of occurrence, drawing an entire detailed timeline. And then additional things we include in terms of solutions include reconsolidation of traumatic memory in the child therapy, gestalt, empty chair, parts work, and a lot more. An integrated approach that focuses on uh, trauma events. Now, given the repeated exposure to trauma in some of the individuals, it's important to recognize that the concept of index trauma comes where we prioritize up to 3 to 4 events that have to be worked first. And these are difficult events, and therefore you have to circumvent in a way that the person doesn't get associated and still address it. So, this is stage number two. Stage number three, many people feel it's not required. I have addressed the events, I feel great, I've never felt this good, so therefore I'm done. However, the real work starts here. The recovery of the lost idea of self, self-esteem, belief on self starts at this stage. Only after safety is established in stage one and the large number of events or the trauma associated with past is addressed. So, in this third stage, the recovery of the concept of self starts to happen, which helps the person develop healthy relationships, recover functional impairment. So, the functionality begins to get better, and all of that is, as I have highlighted, integrates with earlier stages. So, they happen together. If I summarize, now that you see on the screen, the safety involves unpredictable danger reactions. Then you go into addressing the past. The suppressed or dissociated memories also come up. There is also toxic shame that manifests, continue through stage one, stage two, and stage three. And then when you go to stage three, the signs are restored relationship, improved self-esteem, and therefore the person feels normal, healthy, and happy again.